the right to defend their own future.
Right, thank you.
May I ask a question from CGTN, please, Mr. Minister?
Давайте, вы как пострадавший, да, пожалуйста.
So is there much space still through negotiations and consultations? This is a question coming from CGTN. China has been advocating through negotiations and consultations and diplomacy. There is still space. Does Russia believe so? If so, with whom? With Ukraine, with NATO, or with the United States? Mr. Minister, thank you.
Мы всегда были за переговоры.
We were always in favor of negotiations.
До последнего.
Chance for negotiations.
Месяц назад я докладывал президенту.
Chances were remaining till the latest. 1 month ago, we were reporting to President Putin about our reaction to our NATO colleagues,
Наше предложение согласовать справедливую
mostly to the USA.
безопасности.
We offered to
эти гарантии
just guarantees of security,
тех решений, которые принимались в ОБСЕ на высшем
basing on
именно
the decision.
а не по-жульнически, как эти
The honest guarantees cannot,
коллективный Запад, заявляя, что любая страна
how it was interpreted by the West,
о том, что это право
that every country has the right to pick up alliances.
других просто молчали и заявляли, что это российская интерпретация. Мы не приемлем подобного рода жульнических приемов по отношению к документам, принимавшимся на высшем
strategies towards these documents that were accepted on the highest level, and also concerning the Minsk agreement, the West wanted to pick just to pick those points that they were in favor for. We don't lack for negotiations, but when negotiations are replaced by sabotage, open sabotage, and when in parallel, Russia is accused of not following the Minsk agreement, this is absolutely shameless. We know that some of our Western colleagues to be shameless, but this is beyond the pale, because it's accompanied by a constant worsening of situation of Russian-speaking population in Ukraine. We already quoted the examples of what's happening for Russian language, Russian instruction, Russian education. Just I addressed to my Western colleagues, see how it would fit with your Western traditions. You would never support the same thing. But we are ready for negotiations anytime. Once the armed forces of Ukraine respond to calls from our president to stop resistance and lay down their arms, nobody wants to attack them, no one wants to suppress them. Let them all go back to their families, and let's grant Ukrainian people the possibility to defend, to make their own destiny.
Yeah, hi. Very much for taking the question. Look, I'm in the capital of Ukraine now, but shell on the outskirts of it. For the past couple of days, we've been bombarded with Russian cruise missiles, fighting the street with Russian forces and the Ukrainian military who are just trying to defend the city. Let me ask a very simple question, Mr. Lavrov. Is Russia's intention now to decapitate the leadership of Ukraine and to replace it with a pro-Moscow? Just a simple question. Sorry if I haven't listened to the statement made. I would like you to answer that question now. I close again of a broadcast now. Are you planning to decapitate and destroy the leadership of Ukraine?
Третий раз будете повторять, нет?
Would you repeat this for the third time? I understood you the first time already. I explained again, explained you once again. You don't want to listen. I draw your attention when I responded to two previous questions from Western media to what President Putin has said. I understand that you don't have time to read all the statements that describe in very detailed Russian position, but I still invite you to do that. Maybe you're in Ukraine now. Please recommend it from your Ukrainian colleagues, a representative from the Ukrainian Armed Forces. Nobody wants to attack Ukraine. Nobody wants to disrespect Ukrainian military. We're talking only about not to allow neo-Nazis and those who advance the methods of genocide to rule in this country. Because now, the regime that is in Kyiv is under two mechanisms of external rule. First off, the West with the USA, and second, neo-Nazis that advance their so-called culture that flourishes in modern Ukraine. And as to your senses of a person in Kiev, and once again to underline, read what Putin had said. No strikes on civilian infrastructure is being undertaken. No strikes on personnel, on Ukrainian personnel, in non-military objects is not being undertaken. And the statistics we have now support this. But as a representative from free media, I would ask you, why? I just mentioned it in the previous response. I mentioned this topic. Why? All these 8 years, no one from Western media didn't cover what was happening on the demarcation line, on Western line controlled by the Ukraine government in Donbass. And now, if you're so horrified by what happened in Kyiv, did someone from CNN visit Donbass? Did they see how the schools were destroyed? How the women and children were murdered? When the children's beaches were bombarded? Did any one of you visit these places? I think you should ask your questions based on facts. And facts are related in President Putin's statement. Thank you. Okay, so we're back, and that was the Foreign Minister of Russia, Sergei Lavrov, and now we're back to Kiev, looking at images of Independence Square in the center of the city. As you heard in one of the previous questions, there are currently reports of fighting at the northern part of the city. We don't know how many people were injured in the city or how far specifically places have gone, and we'll be giving you more updates throughout the day about exactly what's happening in the capital of Ukraine and in Ukraine as a whole.
It's Friday, the 25th of February. Good morning, Europe. The Ukrainian capital is under siege this morning. We'll bring you all the latest and reactions. Multiple explosions have been heard in Kyiv as Russian forces are reportedly on the outskirts of the city. President Zelensky says Ukraine is alone in its fight with allies afraid to step in. Russia now faces new tougher sanctions from across the world, with the United States, the EU and Britain promising to freeze financial assets and limit trade. But